Hi guys, welcome back to my page. Today's going to be a full tutorial on a look that, I don't know, I just feel like embodies the like pretty girl coquette aesthetic. I saw this one on Pinterest and I was going through my screenshotted photos, and this was a screenshot that I took because of the vibe, and this was around the time that I started doing Douyin makeup, so I just like this one for the vibe. This is the inspiration. I found all of these after doing a deep dive on finding some other girl's profile and then finding this creator's profile. This was a lot of hard work, but I managed to find it, and this photo is from like November 2022. If you want to see this full tutorial, please keep watching. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Like, honestly, if I could pick a look that was like I wanted my like everyday makeup to be, this would be it. So let's get into it. To start off this look, I'm going to go in with a pair of Olin's Ending lenses in the shade Brown. I've been an Olin's partner for the past like year or so. I really like their contact lenses, and I like them that they make them in my prescription because my prescription is very heavy. But I really like the way that contact lenses add to a look, and these are some of my favorites. I've already cleansed my skin, and the first part of my skin prep is I'm going to first go in with these Shiseido calming pads. I use these to tone my skin. I really like the way that they feel on my skin. They feel like they make my skin just feel so hydrated, and I don't know, I've been using these for a while now, and these are some of my favorite ones. I know everybody's like really hype on like Mediheal, and I like those too, but I'm really a big fan of the Shiseido toning pads. Then when my face is slightly damp, I'm going to go in with COSRX Snail Mucin. This is all over the internet. A lot of people, rightfully so, have been talking about how much of a dramatic difference this product has made on their skin, and I am no different. I have extremely dry skin, and especially because I live in the Midwest, the weather here is not the kindest to us, especially our skin. This has been such an essential part of my makeup routine and my skincare routine in general, but especially before I put on makeup. And then I'm gonna go through and top that off with the COSRX All-in-One Cream. It's also in their like Snail Mucin line. I like this one. It's so like sticky, but it really helps lock in that moisture. And I feel like my makeup just looks very beautiful over top of it. I'm gonna let that like dry into my skin for about 15 minutes, and I'm gonna go back to Netflix. I'll be right back. To prep my skin, I go in with these two products. First product that I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. I don't know why, but I feel like this helps my makeup stay really well. And I feel like I don't get as many like dry patches when I use it. And I use e.l.f.'s Hydrating Face Primer. I like the way this feels. I basically just try to add as much moisture into my skin as I can, and this is literally so lovely. And I concentrated in my T-zone. For color correction, going in with e.l.f.'s color corrector in the shade Orange. This is a camel one. I like using this one as well. I feel like it really helps like set my base, and this shade really does well with my discoloration. I feel like you have to like find the right shade for you, and I know they have a peach one, but I prefer the orange one. And I'm gonna try blending it out with a brush this time. I feel like when I use the beauty blenders, it does not, or like I use a lot of powder puffs to blend out makeup. I feel like it does not blend out that well, or it like takes up too much of the product. And honestly, I kind of like that too. Yeah, I think if I use this more often, because I feel like I end up like putting down too much. I'm afraid it's like not going to translate well or get like sucked up by the brushes that I'm using. But I think this will be good. Over top of that, I'm going to take e.l.f.'s Medium Beige to sort of like cancel out the orange. It's a method, it's a system, and it really works for me, and I really like doing it. And with this one, I'm gonna go in with a triangle puff to blend. Going to be using a little bit of the e.l.f. Halo Glow in the shade Medium Tan. Yeah. Just like in my T-zone to make my skin just look a little glowy. Again, going in with the Triangle Puff and blending that out. This isn't for coverage or anything like that. This is just to give me that really nice glow. For my foundation, I'm going in with Milani Concealing Perfect in the shade 09 Tan. This is my first time using it. I'm really excited. Like I did 3 pumps. I'm really excited to see how this works. I just like to like rub it. Oh, I think that's a pretty good match. Back in with that. That looks really pretty. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I just went in with Milani Conceal and Perfect in the shade Warm Tan. I really like using that under my eye and over my scar. I feel like it works very well. And it's just something, it literally just makes it all disappear. And then just blend that out. Like, I never had a bag. There was never a bag. Thanks for a little another eye real quick. We're getting, the base is coming together. To highlight my under eye, I'm first going in with e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Tan Sand. I like using this one. I feel like I like these products, but I like using this one because it really lifts the face. And I'm just gonna do like a normal conceal. And just all the areas that I want to be lifted. Let that sit for a hot second. Everyone always says when you let your concealer chill for a second, it looks better. And then over top of that, I'm going in with a really, really light concealer. This is Medium Peach. I used to use this for the color correcting, but I feel like that Medium Beige works with my skin tone a little better. And this is just going right over my inner corner. Do a little. I feel like this look is so bright. I just want my center of my face to be really bright. The center is gonna be so bright. This is gonna look so bright. I'm happy. So this is like the longest part of doing your makeup is blending. To contour and really like sculpt my face, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Rich Cocoa, or just like Cocoa. I like this shade. I feel like I'm gonna say that a lot, I'm really sorry about it, but I really do like this shade for contouring because it's super blendable. And I feel like the shade is just really good. I try to like get as much of the product off as I can for my nose. So I feel like that's my problem right here. Make my lips plump and get rid of my double chin. Blend. Make sure I don't get any of this contour up. I'm doing my forehead because I just want the forehead even darker. And I just have a big head. Like if your head is not as big as mine, you don't have to do all this. I got a noggin on me. It's my preference based off of head size. Just around my eyes, I'm gonna go in with the powder puff that I used for the concealer and just sort of like blend out the sides just a little bit. So although my face still looks pretty lifted. I'm gonna go in with a brush to blend out the center of my face. I personally think it makes my lips look bigger. Maybe it makes me look like I have a mustache. I don't know. Everything dried down a little bit is really good for color payoff. It looks so dark. And again, just gonna take my powder puff just to soften the whole thing a little bit. For my cream blush, going in with the e.l.f. Camo Blush in the shade Suave Mauve. This literally is like, if I could naturally flush, like if I'm not like working out, that's the only time I like flush. I think this is what my flush would look like. So it's like purpley. Like it suits me very well. On my chin. I'm just gonna put a little straight across my cheeks. I'm gonna do a little in the forehead. I was like, oh, nobody blushes there. I don't care, I like the way it looks. I feel like I'm talking really softly, sorry. I'm gonna go in with the back of the powder puff and blend out that. It blends so well and looks like such a natural flush. I look like a cute chubby baby. To set my contour, going in with this very beautiful Kaleidos palette. This is their Symphony Contour Trio in the shade Tan. I like using the middle shade. I feel like that works very well on my skin. I'm grabbing some up real quick. This is one of my favorite like contour powders that I've ever bought. I have a couple on my neck. Interesting just putting it over my lips, but it works. I remember when I used to like watch YouTube tutorials, I'm like, why are they hitting that so much? You have to, or you'll put too much product on your face. There's dust. And I'm gonna go in with a little brush to set my nose. For me, I use a couple products when I set my face. I'm gonna first go in with the Milani Cosmetics Portrait Mode Refining Setting Powder in the shade Sheer. I was sent this when it launched, and I made a video about it. And maybe one day, if I ever like wake up early enough to film my makeup during the day, I will do like a wear test for this, because I feel like it sets the face so beautifully. And I want to give it its like full flowers. And honestly, like I've been a fan of Michelle Phan for years, and the fact that they like saw me use a product that I'm also going to be using today from a collab with Olens, and they were like, let's send you something, and it's just literally like exactly what I needed. It's fantastic. To bake a little more, going in with the Flower Nose Music Box Loose Setting Powder in the shade 01. This one is a pink setting powder, and it's literally so gorgeous. It comes with this little like powder puff. I've used this before, and you have to like get some, it's not too much. And I like using it for my under eye and around my mouth. So it just looks so pretty. I never really got the purpose of pink or like non-translucent setting powders until I use this one. I really like it. For my highlighter, I'm going in with the Kaleidos Star Surfer. This is so stunning. It's like a really pretty pink highlighter. I feel like it just looks so, let me see, stunning on. This makes me look like a fairy. All the high points of my face, my forehead. Then for my blush, this is by Flower Nose, and it's in the shade Berry Mary. This is a very beautiful berry color, and I feel like when I paired with that like mauve shade that I used for the cream blush, it looks so pretty together. And the blush in the INSPO is very like, I don't know, I feel like she just looks sad. A little over my nose. like a, I could have just been crying, or I'm just hot. The choice is yours. I like when the blush like radiates out like that. Or I could just be drunk. For my brows, I'm going to go in with these three products. First, I'm going to use the Unleashia Sharper Pomade Eyebrow Fixer in the shade Clear. Her brows are very straight, and I feel like when I use a pomade, it like makes my brows just look straighter. I'm just gonna I'm running it just across it. After I let that dry down a little bit, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Cool Brown. I feel like this literally is just like my perfect brow color when it comes to these looks. And the brows, because typically I do like upward strokes with my brows, but this is very like just straight across. Just keep everything straight. Then I'm gonna go in with Milani's Weekend Brow. It's in the shade Espresso. I'm just going to use this to just add more definition and just like make the brow a little darker, especially when you're using a brow pomade. Sometimes it's like harder. Before I get into the eyes, I want to show you how I do my lashes real quick because I need these to dry by the time I'm done with my eyes. So I'm just going to take the mascara I'm going to be using, but I will be talking about it later. Now I'm just going to run it across these Kish Wispy Lashes in the shade is funny, in the style 01. You can hear my husky in the background, I'm sorry. She's a chatty baby. And you just like run it across it to help the lashes get really clumpy. And it's like the perfect like humongous Douyin lash. For my eyes, I'm going in with my favorite palette to do Douyin makeup. It's the P. Louise Wedding Wish palette. This one has literally seen me through dark days. But I love the color payoff on these, and I feel like I love the color payoff on these, and I feel like they suit my skin color really well. First, I'm gonna go in with these light brown shade Proposal. Yeah. I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Heavy in the inner corner. And blend it out. And I'm gonna go in with the shade Ring on it, on my lid mostly, and I'm gonna blend it out into my crease. I'm gonna keep it really low to my lower lash line and blend it up. Then I'm gonna use this shade Forever Yours, and it's a very like pretty like dusty rose shade. I'm gonna use it on my lid. I use this so much. I just love this palette. P. Louise, I love your palettes. The color payoff on brown skin is amazing. All along my lash line, upper and lower, I'm gonna go in with hashtag Wifey, this really nice dark brown shade. I don't know, like a pencil brush. I'm just literally gonna like let me use this on the top. Just make sure that's blended out. Like Wifey all on my lower lash line. Make sure I'm doing the Eggo style right. It's like a wrapper, like a chubby wrapper on Eggo style. Eggo style. If you don't say it in like a Korean accent, it sounds wait, Eggo style. Eggo style. It sounds disgusting in English. Eggo style. Eggo style. That's what it sounds like. Like I'm calling a man style. I'm gonna go in with the shade Endless Love to highlight my lower lash line and the rest of my eye, but mostly my Eggo side. Just gonna like pat it across. And her inner corner is kind of like open. Cause there's like closed Eggo style. That's what like One Young does. It's like open Eggo size. And I'm gonna keep this little like dark part pretty big at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you want it to look like. Add definitions along my brow bone and then under my I go in with these two MZYZ eyeliners. I'm gonna use first the brown one. I don't like, okay, I have to label these, but I'm gonna first go in with the brown one to accentuate my lower lash line. It's going okay. There we go. I like using brown for this. It's not that harsh. Let's do some pretty lower lash lines. And the black eyeliner over top to do a wing. I try to keep it pretty thin. Probably barely even see it. There you go. Pretty thin and straight. Going in with this Shiseido eyelash curler, and you're gonna make sure you like really curl your lashes. For my mascara, going in with MZYZ Cosmetics, like I mentioned earlier, Pick Me Up Mascara. This one, yeah, I got this in a collaboration with them and Lenses. Lenses are very pretty. My issue is they didn't come in my prescription, so it's really hard to like do my makeup. I've already gone ahead and put the glue on my lashes. I used Duo Lash Glue and I let it sit. From my angle, they look humongous. They're so like crunchy. I'm gonna go through and add more highlight to my face using this Flower Nose liquid eyeshadow in the shade Perfect Blossom. Yeah. So put a little on my nose. Just putting that out. And up my nose. I think this is kind of blended. Around my lip. Everywhere that I put that highlighter earlier, I'm gonna go back in and just like make my face glow. I like putting like glitter last because I feel like, oh, it just adds like an extra like scale to the look that was missing. So when I'm taking like photos, it's like in your face. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of this and put this on my lower lash line. Just make sure I get a little. For my lips, I'm gonna go in with these three products, a lip liner and 2 tints. For my lip liner, this is by Wet n Wild, and this is in the shade, I think Gone Burgundy, yeah. I'm gonna use this to like make my lips look as pouty as I can. Really overline my lower lip. Make sure you blend everything out with your fingers so it looks more natural. So it just looks like pouty. Outer corners of your lips are like tilted upward, I think. And then I'm gonna do a straight line over my lip. Going in with Unleashia's Hug Velvet Lip Tint in the shade number 2. And this is my base color. I feel like I just use my fingers a lot because I don't use a lot of the product. But what I use, I blend out very well. And then by Basic, I'm gonna use Crush Berry. This is a nice darker shade on my inner part of my lip. Just to make it look a little sultrier. More sultry, I guess. Sultrier. And then now that I'm like looking at some of the photos, it looks like she's wearing a little bit of gloss, so I grabbed mine. This is by Black Radiance. I'm just gonna put a little bit on. This might be a little too much, but I didn't want to make it too glossy. I think this is the final look. I'm gonna like do my hair and I'll be right back. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. I really do love how this look turned out. I think it looks really pretty and super girly, and if you don't know this about me, but I'm extremely girly and I love pretty looks like this. I really feel like I was like able to embody the like vibe that I was going for when I saw this makeup look a couple years ago. And I'm so happy I was able to find the look. It was like completely elusive. It took so much energy, like I explained in the beginning of this video. But I love the way this look turned out. I might have to just start doing my makeup like this every day because it's so pretty. So if you guys like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to this page so you can see the next video that I upload. If you guys have any ideas of videos that I should do, go ahead and comment down below, like either like looks, or if you want to DM me over on Instagram. The link to my page, all of my social media actually, is going to be in my link tree down below, as well as all the products that I use on this makeup look will also be linked down below with a code. And yeah, if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I try to be as helpful as possible. Let me know how I'm doing with that. And I love you guys all so much. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.